Hello, my name is Sarah Davis, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and how I got started in this coaching business. So a little background. I am a wife. I'm a mom of three. I was a hairstylist for 17 years. Long time. I had my oldest when I was 19 years old. So jumping into being a hairstylist was kind of like a move out of desperation, to say. I never really felt passionate about the industry, even though I did it for so long. But it was something that I could do while I learned the trade and could take care of him and provide for him early on without having to go get a degree and all that stuff. So fast forward, I met my husband. We had 2 more babies. And when I was pregnant with my second, my partner and I, my friend and I decided we were going to open up a hair salon. And I was so in love with that idea of owning a business and running a business and building a business. I was all in. I was the one who financed everything. Big mistake on my part, lesson learned. But anyway, so we ran a business for a couple years. Well, partnership went sour, business went under, and I lost everything. And it was really, really, really tough. Not only financially, clearly, if I was, I was at financial rock bottom personally, but also like emotional, total loss of a thought. No, total, but mentally, my confidence was shot. I was in the worst health of my life from the stress and from the worry and just trying to, also, this was a couple years later. So I had 2 babies at home at this point. I had 2 babies and a 12-year-old, maybe a little 11-year-old. And I struggled. How am I going to take care of them? How am I going to provide for my family? What in the heck am I going to do, right? Maybe you can relate to that. So my husband had a great job. He had worked as a crane operator for 10 years. There's a bird outside my window chirping as loud as possible. Of course, great timing. And we had kind of built our life around that. So I was financially ruined, I still thought I had that cushion. Well, a couple months after my financial ruin, his entire company shuts down, like bulldozed to the ground, no more job. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Now we're really in financial rock bottom, right? So there's not like 10 million crane operators jobs around the corner. And he had to start over. He had to find something, like learn something new to do to make money. So he went back to school. I had started working at another salon. So I was working 10-hour days. I was away from my babies. I was just hating life. Like everything sucked except for my marriage and my kids. Everything else was just horrible. And I started getting interested in dietetics and nutrition because my own health was so bad. I had health issues that were affecting so many areas of my life and I needed to fix them. So I started researching, I started doing, just trying to help myself. And I thought, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of being behind the chair. I'm so sick and tired of working these hours and these nights and these weekends and missing all this stuff. I'm going to go back to school for nutrition. This was my grand plan. So I did. I started. So on top of working and having babies, I was then going to school at night, like physically going to school to get my dietitian degree. Well, a year into that, I think I was so just worn out and just so tired. I mean, as if you're a mama, you know how this is. That I was scrolling Instagram and just, looking looking at all these wonderful lives, and I came across a girl, a lady, a woman, who's now a very dear friend of mine. And she was a mama of 3, and she had retired from teaching, and she just looked so happy. And I thought, oh my God, that's what I want. Like, that's what I have been searching for. That's what I have been trying to build myself. Just that more, that, you know, like, why am I wasting my life? I felt like I was wasting my life. And I saw her post. She posted about, you know, workouts and nutrition and this coaching thing. And I was like, I don't know what this coaching thing is, but that workout looked really cool. I'm going to message her and just ask her more about this workout. So I did. And then I said, and what is this coaching thing you do? Can you fill me in a little bit more about that? So she put me in a sneak peek, and that kind of showed what coach, like the behind the scenes of coaching and stuff. And I was instantly hooked. I didn't know how I would do it. I didn't know what really it all involved as like activities of a job, but I knew I was going to give it a chance. And I am the biggest introvert you will probably ever meet, and super shy. And my husband even says I have a social disorder. So if you're like me also, you can do this. If you would have told me 5 years ago I would be making a video and talking to you about how my life has changed, I probably would have giggled at you because I was so shy that I would have never done that. But I just felt something pull on my heartstrings when I was looking at this opportunity. I didn't tell my husband. I figured, I'm going to get myself back in shape. I'm going to take care of my own health. And if I meet some amazing women, great. That was my worst case scenario. Like, okay, but what if I could do all that? If I could take my health back, if I could meet a great community, because I'm a mom and I was just lacking those, you know, that community support, besides my couple like dear friends, and build an amazing business. What if I could do that? What did I have to lose in reality? Nothing, not a darn thing. And so I jumped in. I signed up. I didn't tell anybody for a couple of days. I jumped in head first and just ran with this. And I told my husband a couple of days, and of course he was pissed because we didn't have the money for me to invest in my own health. And I put it on a credit card and I said, I will make that back. Like, I promise you, this is not a waste. I will make that money back. And I did within the first 3 weeks of my business. And cat, come on. So I totally lost my train of thought. But anyway, 5 years later, I'm still here. 5 years later, 2.5 years into my business, I got to retire from my job as a hairstylist. I have been home with my kids for the last 2 summers. I am the one who gets to put them on the bus every day. I am the one who gets to get them off the bus every day. I'm at their soccer games. I am, you know, at every school event they have. I missed all that stuff with my oldest son. I feel so bad that I missed all that stuff, but I had to work and I missed them as babies, but I'm not missing anything else. And to me, that is so priceless, that the amount of work that I had to put in was worth every penny, because of the life that we get to live now. That just that freedom of choice, and to make my own schedule, and to work when I want, and to work about our family's life. It's absolutely amazing. Plus the community that I have a group of women who are just so uplifting and positive, and I didn't have that when I started. I had very negative friends who are not in my life anymore, thankfully, but it's just a completely different world than 5 years ago. And if you're wondering if you can do this, you absolutely can, but you have to have the will and the heart to want to change your life. If I can do it, you can do it, and I hope that I am welcoming you to our team very, very soon. Bye, guys.